Brilliance Audio presents Stars in His Eyes by Martí Gironell. Translated by Adrian Nathan West. Performed by Tim Andrés Pabon. For my wife Eva, and my children Guim and Pep. For my parents Carme and Martí. Do what you can with what you have where you are. Squire Bill Widener, as quoted by Theodore Roosevelt. Chapter 1. Growl you may, but go you must. The words were tattooed on the forearm of the husky black man with the broad back, who was looking down at the small, pale, trembling boy. But go you must? Ceferino Carrión mumbled nervously in halting English. Completing the tattoo were a sailboat surrounded by thick rope, an eagle with outstretched wings, and an anchor. The man who'd cornered him, clearly a crew member of the enormous ship Ceferino had crept onto as a stowaway, threw his head back in laughter. "Will you tell?" Ceferino asked, this time in slightly less broken French. "Don't worry. I mean you no harm," the sailor responded, showing off a row of very white teeth. The boy was still panting and had to struggle to meet the sailor's eyes. "You thirsty? Hungry, maybe?" The man crouched down beside him and took a chocolate bar from his pocket. Cefe, who had no idea how many hours he'd been hidden on the ship, snatched it from the man's hands and swallowed it down quickly, barely bothering to unwrap it. His eyes, already begging silently for a second helping, came to rest on the letters embroidered on the front of the man's hat, a white, brimless cap bearing the words Liberté. Liberty. Pray God it's a sign, Cefe thought, though he knew better than to lower his guard. He had already failed 7 times to make it onto a ship. For weeks upon weeks, he tramped around the port at Le Havre with his companions, Pedro and Jaime, their eyes peeled for a shot at slipping onto one of those immense vessels and making their way toward New York. The Promised Land, they called it. The Land of Liberté. For Ceferino and his friends, the 2 years since they'd left Barcelona had been one long, grueling pilgrimage. They had all come of age in that time, but not one had any intention of waiting for their draft papers to come in, forcing them to complete their service in the fascist army.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?